Alright, what's good guys? Welcome back again to this channel. In this video, I'm actually going to be doing, you know, a slideshow of, the successful trade that I've been able to take over a period of time. You're going to be seeing what the chart looks like. So let's dive in real quick. Now, this is the first one. And then in achieving this, I had to apply the top down analysis. That was what brought about this win. And my SF was set on 4579, and then my take profit was around 4601. So as you can see right there is a sharp one, a little bit 1:2 risk to reward ratio. The next on the list is this. I had to make use of the trend line, and then you could see how I marked out the three touches on the trend line, and then there was a pull down. So I placed my entry point at that very where you have the impulse bearish candle, and that was what how this trade played out for me. The next on the list is this. I had to make use of the diamond pattern, and then you could see this is actually a cascade of about two trades, as you can see right here. So the first one was I made use of my symmetric, as you can see, pattern, and it gave me a sharp 1:2 risk to reward ratio. And then immediately after that, I had the diamond pattern. Of course, the trade played out beautifully well and gave me up to about 1:3. Now you could see the same trend, the same chart right here. Now before the symmetric and the diamond, that same day I was able to execute the news, and then we have NFP right there, and then immediately my fundamental was and purely analyzed. I was able to get into the trade, and that was how this one also played beautifully well. As you could see, the trade, although my stop loss was quite was large in itself, but when you're trading news, you need to keep it that way so you will not be locked out. All right, so that was what happened, and this was a sharp one, is to reach the reward ratio. The next on the list is still top down analysis, as you can see right here. Now mind you, for all of this analysis and all of these patterns I'm talking about, that it's not really synchronizing to your pattern of reasoning or understanding. I've made a couple of videos on this channel, so you could go through them and you get the intrinsic part of the knowledge conveyed to your understanding for proper understanding. Are we together now? So this is also a top down analysis. I did my analysis located on my stop orders, as you can see right here, making use of my change in character, located all of them, my liquidity levels and all of that, and this gave me a sharp mix 1:2. Now this was also, as you can see, this is actually an ascending triangle. I executed this trade anyways, and then you could see it played out beautifully well. So we are actually ascending, as you can see right here. So it keeps moving, and that's how it would continue to move. And no I didn't really indicated my I didn't really indicated the my risk to reward right here, but as you can see from the right hand part of your screen, you will notice that I actually conducted a this on another top down analysis that is giving me a sharp 1:2 right here. As you can see, I entered at this point where you have it at the right hand part of your screen, my analysis. And then in the course of that trade, I also had this pattern forming through, which is an ascending triangle. Already I was in the trade, but it helped me to add more positions, and that was like beautifully came out well. Now this is also an asymmetric triangle, beautifully again, and then this one was superb. I mean, it was beautiful. It came out beautifully well. That was how we were able to execute that and make lots and lots of money. This one is also another one, as you can see right here, making use of my trend line stay, and you have in this case, this is more like the wedge. So I had an ascending, or um whatever you need to, whatever either you say upward wedge, you know upward wedge or whatsoever, or ascending wedge or whatsoever. But this was actually a wedge, and immediately after it, okay, a rising wedge, you could call it a rising wedge, so to say. So that was what I executed there on this rising wedge, and boom, it gave me my sharp risk to reward ratio. First, this was actually two trades, so I did that first on the wedge, and secondly, I executed it on, you know, making use of uh, my CRT level and so on and so forth. So that was how this trade played out to be. Now this is also another one. I actually waited for it. Immediately it came to my zone, my demand zone, and then I executed. This was a sharp 1:4. So this is also another one. You could pause this video if I'm too fast, so that at least you get to see some of the trades that will be clarity of what the trades I was able to do. This one was a 1:5, and it played out beautifully well. This is another one, so I'm still making use of my um it was actually as you can see beautifully here, call it my this was my bullish peanut. So in most of the cases it came out this way beautifully well, and you could also for some persons who feel they could want to say it's a flag or there, but I call it my bullish peanut, and this was what it gave me in this trade. This is another one again on my trend line. But this one played out beautifully well, because the point where when I entered the trade, there was an order block there sitting, and of course my fair value gap and all of that, and I saw how the trade played out to be, because I was actually managing this trade with precision, and that was what it played out. As you can see right here, this is beautiful. This is another one. As you can see, this was perfectly executed. This is another one, perfectly executed. About three trades here. No, sorry, this is two. Yes, about two trades executed here, and it was beautiful. This is another one, top down analysis, and then after which it end up, of course, through the help of my trend line, I analyzed the later part of the you know chart, and then it gave me that drop, and that was a beautiful one. 1:3, risk to reward ratio. So these were some of the trade I took, and then that was how it became a win-win for me. So I believe this video has helped someone right there. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so you'll be notified whenever it is will come your way with a new video. Thank you for watching. This particular video you're seeing is going to help you. Do where to watch it. I'll see you in the next one.